It's Talk Funny, a podcast by Mark Bailey and other comics from all over. We came to Asia because we wanted to see the source of the viral video that went viral. 1.6 billion Chinese and a cup. The Talk Funny podcast from Nagoyaradio.com and Nagoyacomedy. Here's Mark Bailey.
Mark Bailey with Mike Miller on Talk Funny. Well, I don't think I can show you. I actually have the basketball here. Anyway, you know what a basketball looks like.
Yes, I do. Oh, I hear some plastic rustling. Oh, here comes a real basketball. That's big, too.
So that's a real basketball,
yeah.
And I ordered that, and I thought, I never really played basketball much, but I need to lose weight, and I'm not a gym guy. I'm never going to go to the gym and work out. It's just...
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
It's just on my style. I never have. I'm never going to start that. And you pay all this money for gyms just to run. You can run for free. It's called outside.
Yeah,
just run. So I bought a basketball. I used it for the first time yesterday. There's a hoop near my office, and there's one near my house. What I learned was I thought it'll help me with cardio, and I'll lose some weight. And also I'll learn how to shoot hoops. You could actually, it's kind of like darts. You could actually bet money, and if you're good at shooting from a certain distance, when I used to try it, if you always start from the same distance, you get better and better at it. And then you get good at it, and you can do it every time. You can win bets, whatever. Plus you're losing weight. So in Japan, if you're teaching, and if you don't disobey the rules, you're here until you're forcibly retired at age 62, some places 65, some places 68 years old. Some of us are in our 50s, and so I was thinking, after that, assuming I'm still in good shape, I'm still going to work. I need to work. So I could still do comedy. I would do comedy in New York, and I could do comedy in here, of course. What other profession, not that one, Mike, what other profession that you don't ever forcibly retire? No, that actually you are forcibly retired because your breasts get so low, they just sag. After a while, even trumpet players can't pucker the way they used to. So eventually even sex workers can't pucker like they used to. So the profession I came to was obviously law. Because I looked it up, there's no mandatory. For corporations, there is mandatory. You can't work after 65, whatever, 60. But for private practice, I'm looking into passing the bar in New York and also in Virginia, just for to work in D.C. You can work in D.C. with Virginia, but not with New York license. Pass the bar without going to law school. Law school is about $250,000, and it's for 20-year-olds.
It's really about meeting people, but you already know people, so there's no point in going there.
It's totally about networking. Yeah. I already network. Was it the Chamber of Commerce in Nagoya? Nice lady. I won't mention her name. But she'll call you up and say, I can introduce you to other professionals who've worked here a long time in Nagoya. I think I know all of them.
You know where I can meet them?
Is it Mike and Steve and Tim? And don't I know all of them?
Meet them. There's this place called The Rock. They all kind of hang out.
Don't I know them all? Don't I know more than you do? And I got to pay you $7,000 a year? What? It's extremely expensive.
Isn't that introduction service called AA?
Yeah. That's free. Just 12 steps away.
I met some of my best business partners there, I just want to admit.
She asked for me to connect to her on LinkedIn. And I said, yeah, okay. LinkedIn's free, usually. But I remember when I asked to join your organization for your network contacts, you wanted $7,000 a year. So I'll admit you onto my LinkedIn. That'll be $9,000, please. The short version of this is I decided after I'm forcibly retired, hopefully, my 60s, mid-60s by universities, which is you can't do anything about. I will work. I can do comedy anyway. But in the daytime, I'll do law for, private practice. But to do that, I have to, pass the law exam in 2 states. And the problem is, you do it without law school. You can do it now with the internet. I'm actually working on a plan. I think it's going to take me 4 years to do it, actually, on my own. In a lot of states, you can only fail the bar exam. You fail it twice in your blacklist.
Really?
So you can only fail it once.
Wow.
And I've got word cards I've ordered from Amazon, and because it's law school, everything's more expensive. You want a pencil that you can use on your exam? It'll be $112.
Yeah.
You like word cards? Yeah, I know how to make them. I can just make my own. Just give me the material. Yeah, well, we have them made for you. They're $90 for 10. This is a fun game, actually. You can go to YouTube, and it says 100 MBE. That's a multiple bar exam, MBE. It's fun. It's kind of like a board game, and it's multiple choice. And so after the first 8 or 9 of these, you start to get it. It's like, yeah, I get this. I had never even studied a lick of law school. I'm getting 52%.
There you go.
It's amazing. It's all kind of logic, so it's
scoring
easy.
Above probability is always cool if you're, it's your first time.
No, it might be 80% you have to get on your first
pass
to pass the bar exam. I haven't studied 4 years yet, and I'm getting 52%. So it's kind of logic. Plus, I know a lot about the Constitution. But you have constitutional law, you have business law. I know a lot about that.
Tort law, yeah.
Yeah, tort law, business law, contract law. Yeah. It was tied to the business law, divorce law, which I'm really, really, very much, extremely, very interested in. Can you imagine?
Why?
You want to guess which one I'm
I have no
binging
idea.
on all night?
I don't know why Mark is so interested in that. I really don't.
It kind of sounds like bragging, like, somebody stole one of my ducks, and at least I got 8 left.
So, how many ducks do you have left?
Yeah, so at least I have 8, because I have more ducks.
Did you tell the cops?
Because I stand up when I talk to you.
Did you tell the cops about it?
I told the cops, my way or the highway.
Okay.
Did you say it in Japanese?
Yeah.
No. Translator translated it. They weren't that happy. So where are you calling me from? I'm in a padded cell. Okay. Can I have your classes? Oh my God, Jeff died? He was a teacher? What did he have? 15 classes and a condo half paid for. That's an old Jewish joke, actually, where they say, Weintraub died last week. Oh my God. He died? Yeah, he had a disease. What did he have? He had 2 condos in Miami and a timeshare in Maine.
What, are they on sale now?
So he's not using those? No, apparently not. No. He's in Florida.
Got to Florida and then on his way to Australia.
So I'm thinking about doing that.
That's awesome.
This after I'm retired here and do comedy at night, do law and do private practice. But there also is, in New York, you can actually get a fast track where you spend 18 hours a week with just sitting in with a judge. My ex-bully from high school is now a judge.
Wow.
So I can just go, like, it's payback time.
Yeah.
Biatch. And I wish I'd done this. Like, I started a business when I was 40. I started businesses, and I should have done that when I was 20.
Yeah.
And my dad said, you should just be a lawyer because you're never wrong. And I should have listened to him. I should have just gone straight to law school.
You would have been miserable, man.
I would have hated
it. You would hate it. Like, if you become a lawyer at this point and you have the knowledge, you're just going to know, I don't want to deal with this person, I don't want to deal with that person. You're going to know who you want to talk to and who you don't want. But at that age, you would have been miserable, man.
I would be the Larry David of attorneys of private practice in New York. Yeah, I come in, so Mike, you're here, and I'm going to consider whether to take your case. So I understand that nothing is ever your fault.
Nothing's ever my fault.
So what's the issue? Is it something your boss...
Well, some guy just died on the floor of my kitchen, but, he just fell over, and that was how it ended.
But then your boss fired you for that, and he said that was your fault.
Yeah, I know. I really don't know. My boss is temperamental, man.
I'm confused because in your interview you said nothing's ever your fault, but the boss said it's your fault. What do you say about your boss?
Oh, I think my boss is completely off base, man. I'm not at fault at all.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the job before that. Why did you quit that job? Or did you quit it or were you fired?
Well, it was mutual. My boss
was mutual.
Really,
it's always happened. It's always mutual.
Really, hard on me, and we decided that we should part our ways, man.
We talked to your former boss before that. He said that you can't take criticism. What do you say about that?
I mean, he's a freaking liar, man.
I think you're not really that keen on taking criticism. What do you have to say about me?
I have to say that I think you're on the wrong foot, my friend. Not even my friend. You're not even my friend anymore. You're criticizing me.
You're asking us to represent you. And then we talked to the boss before that, and he said that you were never wrong. But he fired you for being wrong. What do you say about that?
I think, obviously you're wrong. You're the one misinterpreting the facts.
But I'm the lawyer.
I don't have a law degree, but I have a common sense degree, and I'm sorry, sir, you failed.
Well, you may be the lawyer, but you're not Mr. Right. Yeah.
Can I give a shout-out? I want to give a shout-out, if I can, on their podcast. Paul Reiser was awesome in the Kominsky Method. It was awesome.
Oh.
With I didn't even notice him at first. With Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
I didn't notice him, but he's playing the guy.
I didn't even notice
playing
him.
the guy who's dating Michael Douglas's daughter in the series.
Oh, okay, and this Alan Arkin?
And Alan Arkin's in it. It's really good.
I never noticed Paul Reiser.
Great. It's great. He's got his hair back. You don't even notice him. You barely notice him, but it's Paul Reiser, yeah. He's much better than Mad About You. Mad About You is like, yeah, nah.
Mad About You is like, yeah, I like this blonde, but she's crazy. But I'm crazy about her. But she's crazy.
But she's crazy. But I'm crazy. Oh, my God.
But then we have an argument. And then I say, I'm sorry. And then,
oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm mad about you.
So I want to know
I hope Paul Reiser listens.
From the man who knows, is it Paul Reiser or Richard Lewis? I want a Paul Reiser, Richard Lewis battle. Who is the top?
Oh, Richard Lewis is horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible, right? He's the Logan of successful comedy.
The Logan is, yeah, so
Paul Reiser actually had some good bits, you know.
Yeah,
He's so parodied now. It's like the 80s parodies. Paul Reiser was always, he wasn't being ironic. He'd come on and go, to airline food, you know. You never eat airline food? It's horrible, right?
Anybody had that airline food?
It's like, you know, if you weren't on an airline, you'd jump off, right? You wouldn't eat that food. It's really horrible, you know. But I don't understand why it has to take so bad. And then the movies, they're always old. Yeah, you're up in the sky. What are you going to do? Walk out? And then why all the girls say, "Oh, just go to the bathroom at the same time." What is that? What is this? Some
I've
secret
never heard
chick
that
club?
before.
They always go to the bathroom. What are you doing? I think you should leave him. Blah blah. And then you come back, and then you only order salad. But yeah, Paul Reiser. To his credit, Paul Reiser, he's a friend of mine, so much more professional. Richard Lewis was always very standoffish. Neurotic. What?
Little bit neurotic.
You're a little bit neurotic.
No, but if you see him again, just tell him he was great in Kominsky. You got to watch that Kominsky Method. Great series on Netflix. Right?
I got to say something to his credit. Paul Reiser he out-Seinfelded and out-Chandling Chandling and Seinfeld.
Yeah.
He got was an ABC TV sitcom before both of those guys. Everybody thought
Chandling was genius.
Yeah, but he got it after, and it wasn't Showtime or something, right? Wasn't even network.
And I will say this about him and everybody in that Kominsky effect, that my girlfriend who's Japanese, we were watching that with subtitles in Japanese, and she was laughing. She was laughing more than me, man.
Wow.
She loved that series.
First season was
I thought if she can laugh at that, then that's a good series.
First season was so-so. I haven't watched the whole thing.
Second series is much better, man. Much better.
Well, I always liked Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin. I loved Alan Arkin.
Alan Arkin's awesome.
He's so good at deadpan. Alan Arkin was amazing in Catch-22 with Joseph Heller, who grew up on the street I was born on, and Joseph Heller was born in the same street.
He went to war in the 40s, right? He was a bomber pilot.
And he said, "I want to be expelled on the basis that I'm insane." And they said, "Why?" And he put that in Catch-22. And he said, "Because everybody's trying to kill me." And they said, "But they are trying to kill you, so you're not insane." And he goes, "Okay, so how would I get out of this on insanity plea? Because there's an insanity clause."
Yeah.
And they said, "Well, you'd have to want people to want to kill you." He goes, "Okay, I want them to. I want them to kill me. I want them to want to kill me. I want you to want to kill me. I need you to need to kill me." So the army psych said, if you want them to want to kill you, they will do that. Yeah. Go back to your post. You can't win.
And this is what I love. This is what I love about that anti-kind of war, Heller and stuff, is that at that time to say anything like that was like heresy.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't say anything like that. But there's a lot of people who thought the same way he did. They were like, well, I was drafted, but I just want to survive this war. That's all I want to do. I want to survive it. And they did everything they could to try to figure out however they could survive it. You know what I mean?
I'm going to have to end this, but I got a Mel Brooks story, and we're going to continue the Catch-22. It's been Mark Bailey and Mike Miller, and Talk Funny.